Warning, hull integrity failing. This vessel is entering the Singularity's event horizon.
Let's find our treasure and get out of here.
Vessel disintegration imminent. All crew advised to abandon ship.
Biological entities identified. Beginning mandatory royal edict playback.
I, King Eric Drayen III, find my throne under attack. Traitors aim to take what rightfully belongs to me. The wealth of Dubrillion will not fall into the hands of my enemies. Instead, I will remove it from their reach. My royal executioner droid will sabotage this vessel's hyperdrive and exterminate you, the crew, to ensure there is no rescue. You served me well in life. In death, you will serve me better. Goodbye, my subjects.
Royal edict playback complete. Initiating execution protocols.
We're not the crew. We're, tourists.
Understood. Secondary objective. Protect treasury vessel from unauthorized access. Executing now.
Hey, Captain. Bet you're surprised to see me.
How the places did you get here?
I hitched a ride on the only ship that could make this trip. Yours. See, I've always believed if you can't beat him, join him. And then beat him. So, I stowed away back on Nar Shaddaa. All I had to do was wait for you to leave and then give that idiot Corso another smack in the back of the head.
Note to self, invest in some better locks.
Oh, you won't be needing those anymore. I want to be civil about this. Sure, you've made my life miserable, but I don't hold a grudge. Really.
You should have quit while you were behind, Skavak.
And miss all this fun? Not a chance. Bottom line, there's nothing you have that I can't steal.
You know, violence is usually my last resort. Usually.
Then you should stop holding back. Enough witty banter. Time for you to die.
Captain, I've been meaning to ask. Did you happen to, when you fought Skavak, was Torchy there?
She's all yours, Corso. Use her in good health.
Oh, Torchy! It's good to have you back, girl. I'm not letting another man touch you ever again. Thank you, Captain.
Meru esu karzo. Ani adlok tak afas emerkintik.
I wasn't using it anyway. Besides, our captain has returned.
You made it. Open this thing before it's too late.
Give me the reliquary. I want to see these treasures before I die.
I buried Skavak in that black hole, by the way. Long story.
Who is this Skavak?
He's nobody.
I'll enter the code my father taught me. And there. Such a simple act to fulfill a lifetime of effort.
Congratulations, Captain. Nock Draen's lost fortune is yours.
With one exception. Take the crown, Risha. Claim your birthright. Restore the Draen dynasty as rulers of Dubrillion. Wear the crown and rule that world.
Your whole crazy treasure hunt has been to get some kingdom back?
Our kingdom. And revenge on the usurpers who stole our throne.
Remember those assassins on Tatooine? They were sent by the current king of Dubrillion to end me. This king isn't gonna roll over just because you have the crown.
The crown of Dubrillion commands the respect of millions. She'll have plenty of allies.
Will they be enough, Father? Can I really do this?
If you're going to rule a world, Risha, you'll have to do questionable things. This is my final lesson to you. The Spacer has fulfilled her purpose. Dispose of her, and keep the reliquary's treasures for yourself.
Is that how you reward a girl's loyalty, Nock?
Loyalty had nothing to do with your actions. You were a common mercenary. The galaxy is full of trash like you.
No, Father. I won't kill her. She's my friend.
You useless child. Spent too many years without my guidance. You're weak. Powerless. Everything I've done. The blood I've spilled. For nothing. This is not how it's supposed to end.
Eke inki avadon elo ismer.
Dispose of my father's body as he instructed Dr. Chayla. You are released from my family service. I'm sorry you had to see that, Captain. My father was sick. I appreciate you not trying to kill me. After all you've done, that would have been highly ungrateful. You're a wealthy woman, Captain. That reliquary holds more than just family heirlooms. Merchants will be killing each other to buy what you're selling. Not sure what I'm supposed to do now. Everyone I've met from Dubrillion has tried to kill me. I don't have an army or a star fleet. I'm supposed to take over a whole planet with just a crown. I'm sure we'll come up with a brilliant plan, Your Highness. I have a feeling you're just in it for the money, but I can live with that. I'll make sure all the right people hear what you did today, Captain. It's the least I can do. Besides, famous starship captains attract profitable opportunities, and queens in training can never have too many credits. Let's hit the hyperlanes. Looks like we've got a call coming in, Captain. Let me put it through.
Captain! Such a pleasure to see your lovely face again.
Darmis Polarin, right? From Coruscant?
I'm touched to remember. You've come so far since then, with very little to work with. I have a business proposition for you, but I'd rather discuss it face to face. Come to Port Nowhere, Captain. Floating cantina not far from you. I'll send the specs.
Seems like a safe location, Captain. But we need to be careful. The Imperials are getting more gutsy. There's nowhere in Republic space that's safe anymore. Thanks for the heads up. I'm serious. I caught a signature when we were on Nar Shaddaa that looked like the Void Wolf. Someone I should know about? The man's a monster. Grand Admiral Haradax Kirill, former slaver, scourge of the Outer Rim and all-round charmer. My father always kept a close eye on him. The Void Wolf's got delusions of taking over the underworld, handing it to the Empire wrapped and ribboned.
Then let's hit Port Nowhere fast and see if we can get out of his way.
Thanks for letting me stay on with your crew, Captain. I plan to be a very generous queen to all my friends.
I can see we're gonna get along just fine, your high exaltedness.
Don't start with that. Risha will do fine. For now. Every captain needs a good first mate. Corso doesn't know what it takes to run a starship. But I do. Considering the light years you've been racking up, I suggest a hyperdrive overhaul and a sublight engine tune-up. Which do you want first?
The last thing we need is to get stranded in deep space. Keep my hyperdrive hyper.
Consider it done. I'll be indispensable before you know it. Bet you were surprised to see I can hold my own in a fight. I'm pretty good with a blaster. My father taught me to shoot when I was 4 years old.
Was Nock that desperate for muscle?
He thought an armed toddler was more reliable than his own people. Father wanted me self-sufficient as early as possible. Said I'd need it to survive. He was right. I still remember the day he told me he was going to sleep for a while. Said I was on my own.
Nock was in that carbonite for a decade. Weren't you still counting birthdays on one hand?
I was 11. Made my first solo hyperspace jump and flew to Dantooine. Father had a hideout there. Talk about your one bantha planets. For a few years, Dantooine's population was doubled thanks to me and Father frozen in carbonite.
You talk a lot about Nock, but you've never mentioned your mother.
She died when I was young. I don't remember her. Looking back, I should have been miserable. But it was just a big adventure. Speaking of which, we're overdue for some more excitement. What do you say we get back to our latest caper?